Your love for me and my family, it was definitely felt. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you have blessed my life so profoundly during the recent pastors and First Families appreciation, the recognition. I mean, it was above and beyond. And I want you to know how much I appreciate. I'm appreciative. I just of you, including the generous gifts, the love you gave, and of course, the kind words of appreciation that you placed inside those cards that you gave us. Now, I'm not sure people really understand how wonderful it is to just read such words as that. And Evangelist Ivy McDaniel, I was honored by your presence and your words, the wisdom. I mean, they were not only an encouragement to me and to my family, but served just as a significant challenge to all people, to all of the people. You blessed us. Now, we realize that you're busy with your responsibilities of ministry, and it was just a very kind gesture of you to come. So we are thankful to the Lord for the fact that you and your family came. You guys came, you showed up, you attended, and we just want you to know we thank you. But hey, listen, rest assured, we consider ourselves highly blessed, highly favored of the Lord to be placed, to be by his call and his plan to be placed in this corner of his great vineyard as we labor to see souls won into the kingdom of God. And truly the harvest is great, my God. And we are just so thankful for those who get involved in encouraging and get involved in assisting as we bring that harvest in. So please know that I am here to serve as your pastor, and I will do my best, absolute best, to assist you, to assist our community as much as possible during your times of need. And so once again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But listen, today I want to talk to you briefly about hidden blessings. Would you put that in the comment section? Somebody put that in there. Hidden blessings. Get chatty today. Hidden blessings. Listen, I believe there are moments that are hidden within the monotony of life. Moments hidden right in between there. And we all understand the law of diminishing returns, where the more you do something, the more the temptation not to appreciate or to maximize that particular thing increases dramatically, right? Well, here's the thing. The problem here is that what if that thing is life itself? What if what we should be that rich encounter adventure, plenty journey becomes the often referenced daily grind? What if it becomes that? Another grind, another day, another struggle. The dream job becomes the 9 to 5, the marriage that you could not wait for. Well, that thing becomes the ball and chain, right? The business that you used to stay up at night dreaming about. Well, the plans that you had for it become so much responsibility. I mean, I wish I could go back to a simpler life sometimes, right? I mean, you ever felt that way? Because we have all been there, all of us. I've had to teach myself not to ask God to deliver me from my prayer requests. Come on. I mean, I'm guilty of asking God to use my life and then complaining to him down the road, Lord, I feel like people are using me. Come on. I once prayed that God would use me like a bridge where I could use my life as a connection for God's people who perhaps would not find another way to him. But not long after I told God that, I said to my wife, I said, baby, it feels like people are walking all over me. And her notoriously quick-witted response was, "It's TK. That sounds like a whole lot like a bridge to me." I mean, I think the beauty in this life, it comes from the ability to look through the monotony, through the normal, and perhaps even extract something meaningful from what otherwise it doesn't look that special. I mean, how many times, let's think about this. How many times have you been surprised to hear somebody's story after you took the time to just listen? To just listen. I mean, that's why I refuse to believe that there are special people. I refuse to believe that there are special people in this world. You know what I think? I think everybody has exceptional value. I do. Our problem is that we don't have enough time to find what is too often hidden. Now, when I fly, I build these habits and I do these kind of rituals as I do this to keep my sanity, and rarely do flights depart on time, right? And rarely do things go exactly as planned when you're flying. So you have to make up some little games or odd hypotheticals to keep the time moving. And one of my favorite, perhaps morbidly, things is to imagine if this plane were to go down over a deserted island, who would I want to make alliances with immediately? So I'm looking around the plane. I mean, who would help me rule this island, right? And this island would be mine, and I would need people to help me run this island. So you quickly eliminate the people who have too much carry-on baggage, right? Because that already reveals too much about them. And you needed 17 bags, and you expected to fit that grand piano in the overhead space. Really? Immediately that person is eliminated, right? And you then cross off all of those loud talkers. You know, people who do this in the airports and on planes to amuse me. You know, somewhere in life, someone must have told them, always be loud, always, talk loud in your conversations, because you know the most important things about history and life, and everybody wants to hear you talk about it. And now they talk loudly at all times, and they cannot be on my island at all, because I need people who will not speak, but I need people who will listen so that we can build this new world on this island. And last, you eliminate the coughing and sneezing people, those who cough and sneeze loudly, right? I mean, I cannot have people with those low immune systems on my island, right? And one day, as I was playing this odd game in my mind, I observed a woman who coughed loudly, like every 5 seconds. And I wasn't the only one who noticed this. And I boarded the plane, and I thought, I pitied the person who has to sit next to this lady. Sheesh. As I settled into my seat and watched the other passengers get on, I could hear the coughing lady coming a mile away. I couldn't wait to see who had the pleasure of riding 5 hours next to this woman. And to my horror, wouldn't you know that she sat down next to yours truly? Almost immediately, that lady began coughing. And as we took off, I felt the coughs on me like an attacking army. About 30 minutes in, I said, ma'am, can I please offer you a cough drop, maybe a mint, a face mask, anything? Because it would seem you're coughing a lot. And that lady turned to me and she said, I'm so sorry. I was afraid this was going to happen. I have lung cancer. I'm flying to see a doctor who hopefully has some answers, because I've almost given up hope. And now I'm even destroying people's peaceful flight. Immediately, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to jump out of my seat, run to the bathroom in the plane, and light myself on fire. That's what I felt like doing. I mean, I collected myself and I told her that she could cough and that I knew people who had fought cancer and won. I told her that I believe in healing and in prayer, that she was a hero, and that if anybody had any issue with her coughing, send them to me. We talked almost the entire flight. She even pulled out the x-rays, right? And then she showed me where the cancer was on the x-rays and how bad it had been. And with each detail, I felt worse and worse, but also better, because I knew that once I got off this flight, I would rededicate myself to never talking or taking anything at face value again. And this isn't something that I am particularly bad at, okay? But it is so powerful that it's no surprise that we have to keep in focus. Life is beautiful. People are fantastic. A blessing is always going to be mixed into anything that could look like a burden. Okay? Hidden blessings. I've gotten into a habit of saying, I know God is going to use this when I'm faced with something that seems less than ideal. And what started as a problem ends up being a true blessing. I have to is a mindset. I get to is a blessing mindset. Now, the next time I sit next to somebody who is coughing on a plane, if I think I have to say something nice because it's my Christian duty, that becomes an unhealthy burden. If I think to myself, I get to make the best of this, and I will find a way to make this productive. It's hard not to live blessed and fulfilled. It's hard. And so that switch is one that we can make. One of my children said to me on the way to church one Sunday years ago, she said, "Dad, do we have to go to church?" And I said, "Absolutely not. But you don't have to eat. You don't have to eat either. You don't have to live in this house. As a matter of fact, I said, we get to go to church. This is not a burden. This is a blessing. It works. It works if you are 70 or if you are 7. I mean, this change will lead to many memorable moments, because if we don't make the change mentally, we won't see them otherwise. My challenge for my life and anybody viewing this program is to make a new dedication to look deeper. Make a new dedication to look deeper. Take a moment at the dinner table. Put your phone down and ask somebody, how was your day today? How was your day? How was your day? How was your day? And then wait until you get an answer and respond with a follow-up question. Because in our shallow world, nobody is ready for the follow-up question. Nobody. Everybody just talks, and nobody wants to listen. So take a moment at your job and look at the people that you work with. I mean, each person has a story there. Each person has a dream and a passion. Now, maybe it's time to try to find out more about the person. I don't know. Maybe it's time for you to do that. But if you are in a successful season of your life and you're losing the joy in what you wanted so badly, do this. Slow down for a moment or two and count the ways that you are blessed. I mean, no, seriously. I mean, count the ways that you are fortunate to be where you are, and then remind somebody else that they've got just fantastic things ahead of them. Listen to me. Your life now has far more gold than you realize. Take every chance that you get to stare down the mediocre and the mundane, and then you refuse to accept it. Because there are moments to be found if we can only slow down just long enough so that we can see them because they are there. And there's always a blessing that's hidden within what can feel like a burden. Now, what is the most burdensome thing in your life today? I mean, look at that exact thing and see it as a help to your life, not a hindrance. I mean, for example, picking up your children from school. It can also just many times it can often force you to just rearrange your entire schedule if you look at it like that. But you have to choose to enjoy growing in your creative planning because you get the honor of picking up your kids from school while they still want you to do it. I mean, it's just a slight shift that can change your entire outlook on life. I want you to be rejoicing about what somebody else is complaining about. Are you here today? Choose blessing over burden wherever you can. Amen. Look for those hidden blessings because they are there. And that's all I wanted to encourage you with today. I want to encourage you. Don't look at the mundane. Don't look at the mediocre. Refuse to just keep your focus on that. But make that shift in your mindset. Look for the hidden blessings because they are there, right? And listen, that's my time. That is my time. I could go on with this topic, but I'm not. I'm going to end there. But I really want to thank you all for being here with us. And listen, before you go, won't you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that love button, hit that share button. And you do so many wonderful things for this ministry when you do that. I really appreciate you, but I just want you to be encouraged today. Look for the hidden blessings because they are there. I'm TK Washington, and you, my friend, have been crusading for Christ. And what about this? What a ship, what a ship, what a fellowship, the gospel fellowship. Again, I'm TK Washington. Thank you for being here with us today. Go be amazing. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. All right. God bless and goodbye.